Hello, everyone. I'm Rick Klein, president of Gardner Business Media. Last time we talked, I was talking about the beginnings of the changes that a lot of us are seeing because of coronavirus, and in particular, how it's affecting the manufacturing community. Today, I'd like to talk about some of the observations I've had over the last couple of weeks and just share with you my thoughts on what they're going to mean for manufacturing. So one of the things that I've seen during the coronavirus is that manufacturing has been playing just such a critical role and is really being recognized in the mainstream media and in places that you would never have expected to hear about manufacturing before. Certainly in the president's press conferences every day, a lot of highlighting of the things that manufacturing is doing to fight the good fight here against the coronavirus. The governors are talking about the importance of manufacturing in all of their press conferences. NPR highlighted a story about a Minnesota manufacturer pairing with a company in Michigan, providing parts for ventilators. John Krasinski, on his viral YouTube sensation, Good News Show, he talked about 3D printing and some of the contributions that manufacturers are making to fight this fight against coronavirus. And the Wall Street Journal actually picked up an op-ed that I wrote, along with the help of a number of our editors, just highlighting all of the great things that manufacturers are doing to coordinate across the supply chain to answer all of these very challenging problems that we've had in terms of supplies for hospitals, for medical professionals, and things that we desperately need during this fight against coronavirus. So what does all of this mainstream media coverage mean to the manufacturing community? First, I think that the United States is waking up to the fact that we need to have a strong manufacturing base, and also waking up to the fact that manufacturing is a high-tech industry and one that is very appealing for jobs, for creating quality jobs in our country, and also for fulfilling our needs, whether they be in the medical device area or defense or transportation or communications. I think that there's a much broader recognition that making things here in the U.S. is important, it's valuable, and it's something that we should all strive for and be proud of. Second of all, I think that people are recognizing the high-tech nature of manufacturing. 3D printing is something that has been getting a lot of attention, and while it's not the solution to every manufacturing problem, as we all know, it is something that really highlights how much technology exists in the manufacturing environment right now. And last, I think that government and the financial community are recognizing the opportunity that exists in manufacturing and the need to have investment here in the U.S. For the sake of our health and safety, for our defense initiatives, for all of the things that we really need to be a strong, vital, independent country. We've got to have more manufacturing in the U.S., and I think that this very positive press coverage is going to help make that a reality. So what is Gardner doing to continue our coverage of what's going on in coronavirus and what manufacturers need going forward? Well, first, we've had extensive coverage really of all things related to the manufacturing efforts of the tools and supplies needed to fight this virus. Virtually all of our brands have covered extensively the efforts that are being made within those verticals to really address the needs presented by the coronavirus. And we've aggregated all of this content in all of our sites to share the great stories, the interesting technology, and all of the efforts that are being made just to fight this virus. And then much more specifically, we've made efforts to help connect people with needs with suppliers who have capabilities. A couple of examples of that: Mold Making Technologies has made great efforts to directly connect people with needs for molds with people who can supply those. And with our additive manufacturing brand, we've created a map of suppliers of 3D printing with capabilities all across the country, so that when companies do have supply shortages or have a particular production need that needs to be filled, they can find a solution local to them quickly and easily. And going forward, certainly we want to hear from you. We want to hear stories that you have, whether it be about coronavirus or just great things that you're doing in manufacturing. This fight against coronavirus will end. We are all going to get back to work. We're going to have very bright and fantastic future in manufacturing. And the more we can connect with you and hear about the great things you're doing and tell those stories to our readers, to our customers, and just get that information out there in the market, the better off we're all going to be in the long run. So thank you for your time. I look forward to talking to you again in the future. I'd like to address some issues with regards to what I think this virus situation will do to the supply chain going forward, what it might do to help address some of the workforce development needs, and just what the future of manufacturing is going to hold for all of us. So thank you for your time.